All right, this is the first matchup in the Eastern Conference for the 92-93 NHL season. The Eastern Conference was comprised then of the Adams and Patrick divisions, and both Montreal and Hartford are in the Adams division. In real life, in this game, Montreal ended up winning 5-1, but also in real life on this channel, I can't even remember the last time Montreal won a game on this channel, let alone season or championship, anything. Of course, I've also been a lot less active, not only on this channel, but with playing tabletop hockey in general. But with that said, I've started a project. I've started a replay of my favorite regular season ever. Obviously, I'm not going to video record all 1008 games, but when I saw that this was the first game for the Eastern Conference that happened to involve Montreal, I thought I have to record this one as well, just get the first one out of the way. And yeah, in real life, this was a 5-1 Montreal score. So hoping for good things here. The Hartford Whalers, I don't think it was a great season for them. But again, with all of that said, dropping the puck and getting it underway. Hartford is at home for this one. It is Mark Jansen's. The pass. And he tried to connect with Nick Kyprios, but was unable. But Pat Verbeek collects it. Little ball of hate. Verbeek, he gets it back to Michael Nylander. And Nylander from the point, just, oh my goodness, just inside the blue line. Michael Nylander scores. Makes it 1-0. Will I get a copyright strike if I try to do the... Anyway, I still prefer that to the ole, 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 and I'm a Habs fan. So anyway, it's 1-0 Hartford. And because Patrick Roy, Patrick Roy was as outstanding as he was during the playoffs. He actually didn't have a great regular season statistically in 92-93. And so I think his card is a reflection of that. His 96 outcomes here. So I'm assuming that's probably a combination of regular season and playoffs, something like that. I'm not quite as sure how that works actually, but I trust the system. I've done enough replays with this. So also assisting on the goal, Zarli Zalapski, one of my favorite names as a kid. I just love saying Zarli Zalapski. I love saying things like, hey, that's Zarli Zalapski. It sounds like a lot of 90s like buzzwords like mundo, cool, like that, or gnarly. There's one, gnarly, because Zarli rhymes with gnarly. Or like the Super Mario World mundo level. Or just, far out. Maybe not far out. Why am I blanking on some of them now? Anyway, they'll come to me if they need to. So to the third sequence of the period, it's the Habs' first possession. John LeClair. There's someone they should never have let go. And LeClair trying to show them one reason why here. LeClair, he finds Gilbert Dion, another guy I was hoping would have more of a long-term career with the Habs. And Dion's shot with the 7. Montreal has tied it right away in the following sequence. Dion scores from Jean LeClair. Montreal's up-and-coming forwards at that time. So it is 1-1 here. Dion from LeClair, and Vincent Damphousse picking up his first point of the campaign. But off the next draw, it is the Whalers with control. Jeff Sanderson. Sanderson finds Terry Yake in tight. Terry Yake's shot, that will be stopped by Patrick Roy, and this is the fourth sequence. Hartford still with control, though. That's Andrew Castles. Castle's pass, that gets away from him. And Patrick Poulin unable to receive it at the other end. Right, Castles, the pass. Yeah, Poulin, nope. It's the only thing sometimes when I try not to call with the mechanics, I can lose track of things more easily, so I have to be careful. Michael Nylander, who scored the game-opening goal. Nylander, that will penetrate the Habs defense. Nylander splits the D. He finds Andrew Castles. Castles' shot. Narrow miss there. Patrick Roy, he didn't see it, but he made a blind save. Dropped to his knees and all. But it's going to be Castles with it here. Hartford keeping the pressure on. Castles gets it back to Randy Cunnyworth. Cunnyworth, who would later coach the Habs. Cunnyworth with the 9 where a 10 is needed. And final sequence of the opening period, I think. So Hartford, they've had a lot of control in this period, and Murray Craven scored Hartford's one and only goal in this game. Craven, in this case, finds Zalapsky at the point. Zalapsky fires, but he fans on the shot, and after 20 minutes of play, it's 1-1. So we move to the second period, 1-1 after one. And I didn't mention at the start there, but Sean Burke at the start for this game for Hartford, and Patrick Waugh for Montreal. So Burke's in goal. And Hartford, again, a lot of possession here. Michael Nylander again here. Nylander back for Jeff Sanderson. Sanderson's shot, that just trickles. It's an easy kick save for Patrick Waugh. And finally, the Habs get a hold of it. Montreal. We'll say Paul DiPietro actually here. Paul DiPietro. DiPietro penetrates his pass, gets through behind the Hartford defense. But Patrice Brisebois ends up with it, taking the shot. And nothing doing there. But Montreal will keep possession this time. It's Brisebois getting his own rebound. Brisebois. This time he finds Stéphane Lebeau. Lebeau with the shot, and it's 2-1 Montreal. Lebeau, who was productive, did get at least a point in this game in real life. Lebeau from Patrice Brisebois, staying on the puck after his initial shot didn't amount to anything. And Gary Lehman picking up an assist on that goal. It's funny because when I gave it to DiPietro there moments earlier, I just kind of eyeball it in choice when it goes to a team player on the assist or under the goals there, like to try for an assist or a goal. And I went with DiPietro over Lehman, but Lehman ends up getting involved in a goal on the following sequence. It's 2-1 Montreal, but that's going to be Hartford, any player technically as the game rules go. We'll give it to Castles. He has the best chance here for the assist outcome. Castles, he finds Patrick Poulin in tight. Poulin looking to tie it, and he does. Patrick Poulin. We've got a 2-all game here right away. So Poulin getting right back there from Andrew Castles, former Montreal Canadian. And Castles can't assist twice on one goal, so that's just a 1-assist goal. We're about halfway through the game now, where Mike Keane has the puck, future Montreal captain. And Keane, right, so we'd be up to sequence 5 now of the period. So Keane dishes it back to Kevin Haller. The blast from the point. Haller makes it 3-2. Haller from Keane. 3-2 Montreal. Haller from Keane. And Vinny Danfus picking up another assist. Habs have control after the following face-off. Gilbert Dion. Dion for Mike Keane looking for another point. That'll be stopped easily by Sean Burke. That's the Whalers. Few passes in their own end. Steve, we'll give it to Conroy, even though that's the Queen. I will say Conroy hands it to Mark Gregg, to Kevin Huda, Mark Gregg. And that's going to be broken up by the Montreal defense. And I believe this, the final sequence of the period, but I'll pause and double check, where it's going to be Andrew Castles with it once more. Castles to Jansen, and Jansen's in all alone. Jansen's, just narrowly. That's actually, I'm going to say, a decent stop by Patrick Waugh. So through 2 periods of play, it's 3-2 Montreal. So 3-2 after 2. This will be the third and final period, hopefully for the sake of this Habs fan. And getting things going, it's Andrew Castles. He's had a lot of time with the puck in this game. Castles inside to Verbeek. Oh no. Verbeek scores. So it's 3-3 here early in the third period. So this is definitely already a lot closer than it was in real life. Verbeek from Andrew Castles. And Verbeek can't collect points twice. So Castles from Verbeek, another 1-assist goal for Hartford. And Jeff Sanderson, Hartford putting on a good show here at home. Sanderson, however, that pass is a little short. But look at this, Verbeek back on the ice. He has the puck again. Verbeek, Patrick Poulin, who scored earlier in the game. Oh, and he does it again. Poulin has tallied twice. 4-3, Hartford's now in the lead. Poulin scores. So Poulin from Verbeek and my homerism, and Zalapsky picking up another point there with the assist. Finally, Montreal has possession again. Remember, there are 10 sequences in the third period as I play it. Gilbert Dion. Dion maneuvers it to a Team Montreal player. I'm going to say Todd Ewan. Let's give it to Todd Ewan. So I don't know how many Montrealers, Canadians would have dressed in this lineup, but Ewan scores. Todd Ewan scores. Probably should have gone Gary Leeman with that. I'm going to change it on the fly to Gary Leeman. I just feel like, again, because Leeman already came up in the game, and between Leeman and Ewan, just lower on the roster guys, probably makes more sense there for Leeman. So Leeman with 1-1 in this game, and that was from Gilbert Dion. And Paul DiPietro getting another point. So we're about 8 minutes into the third, up to minute 10, where again it's Andrew Castles all over his former team. Castles to Jeff Sanderson. Oh, that's a done deal. 5-4 here. Jeff Sanderson makes it. So we got 80s hockey here in 93. Sanderson from Castles, and that's just going to be Sanderson from Castles once more. John LeClaire, and that's going to get away from him. Dan Foose now through the neutral zone. And that's on the blade of Gilbert Dion. Dion's shot a 5. He needed a little better than that. It's going to be Michael Nylander here. About 14 or 16 minutes now. Nylander, and collectively the Montreal defense is going to get all over that. So final couple of sequences here. Hartford up 5-4. Montreal should pull their goaltender. Adam Burt there with the puck. And that's going to get away from him. Montreal here 6-on-5. Benoit Brunet, for some reason, they must have a lot of tired guys and they lose at the Joker automatically. So I just can't have nice things as a Habs fan. And I think, let me see, even with the 10 sequences, I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards left. So 45 cards have been used, 4 per sequence. But of course, there were a few goals and things. So whatever, if for no other reason than I'm a Habs fan, I'm going to call it. So Montreal, unfortunately, has disappointed here on the road. They failed to pick up a win in Hartford, so they've gone down 0-1 to start the season. And the Hartford Whalers have changed history. They have reversed history, and the final score in this game is 5-4. If I end up uploading this one, I've now made a few. The one that I made in between Vancouver and Edmonton, I just play the game and say as little as possible. But yeah, as always with that or with any other video, any time or consideration that you give to any of this, it's always appreciated, even if it's never expected. So anyway, it's getting a bit late here. I'm going to finish this glass of milk and head to bed. And yeah, I'm gonna continue playing. I might actually continue playing some of this tonight, but from here on out I think it will be offline for a while, playing some more of these. I need some time alone now, I guess, with this 92-93 season, and just however weird that sounds, oh well, go through the games, the schedule, the different teams, different matchups, and revisit some names that I've not seen in a while as well. So anyway, it's again, this says, I mean, despite the outcome here, again, it's a lot of fun to play this. It's a good, simple game, but you get to interact with a lot of players on both rosters, and in this case, get to replay, revisit, relive a pretty cool season. My favorite season of all time. All right, bye for now.